Beauty and the Beast. Once there lived a merchant with his 3 daughters.
Well, dear daughters, I'm off to the market. What would you like me to bring for you?
Oh, Father, please bring me a beautiful dress. And I would like a lovely pearl necklace.
And what can I bring for you, Beauty, my child?
Father, I would be very happy if you could bring me a beautiful red rose.
So the merchant set off for the market, and after finishing his business, he bought the dress and necklace for his 2 daughters.
Well, I've finished my business and shopping. It's time to head back home. It's getting late, so I'll pluck the red rose for Beauty on the way.
The merchant was halfway home when suddenly there was a loud clap of thunder with lightning, and it started raining heavily.
What awful weather! How am I going to reach home in this fierce storm? I can't even see any sign of shelter.
Suddenly, the merchant saw a bright light, and going on near, he saw a beautiful castle. No one seemed to be around, so the merchant went inside.
Oh my! A castle in the middle of the woods. And what a fine spread on the table. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Anyone there? Strange. No one seems to be around. Oh well, I hope the owner won't mind if I help myself to some food.
The merchant ate a hearty meal, and then went to find a place to rest.
This is indeed a beautiful castle, and the bed there looks so inviting. Just what I need.
The merchant was very tired, and fell into a deep sleep, waking only when the sun peeked in through the windows.
Oh, that was a good sleep. The weather seems fine now. I'll have a quick wash and make my way back home. Ooh, I can smell some heavenly breakfast.
Once again, a very fine meal was laid on the table. The merchant had his fill, and was now ready to leave.
I wish I could meet the owner of this castle to thank him, but can't see anyone around. Well, I guess I'd better be on my way.
So saying, the merchant made his way to his horse, and was pleased to note that his horse had also been given fresh hay. Just as he was about to mount his horse, he saw a bush with beautiful red roses, and remembered his daughter's wish. But as he plucked the rose, a horrible-looking beast dressed in royal finery glared at him from behind the bush, with eyes blazing.
You're an ungrateful man. I gave you food to eat and my bed to sleep. And this is how you repay me? By stealing my beautiful flowers? You shall be killed for this.
Oh, sir, I'm very, very sorry. I didn't mean to steal. My youngest daughter, Beauty, had asked me to bring her a rose flower, and I was taking it for her.
Well, I will let you go on one condition.
Anything, sir. I will do anything.
When you go back, you will send your daughter, Beauty, to live with me here in my castle.
What? Oh, sir.
You can leave only if you agree to my condition.
The merchant had no choice but to agree to the beast's condition. With a heavy heart, he left the beast's castle and returned home.
Oh, Father, I love this dress. I can't wait to try it on. This pearl necklace is just beautiful. I'm sure my friends will be so envious.
Thank you for this beautiful rose, Father. But why do I get the feeling that something is worrying you?
Oh, my dear, dear Beauty. Unlike your sisters, you know me so well. I really don't know how to tell you.
You can tell me anything, Father. I just don't want to see you troubled like this.
The merchant then told Beauty all that had happened, and the promise he had made to the beast.
My dear, I don't want you worrying your pretty head about it. I'll figure something out.
No, Father. You have given your word. It is because of my rose that this happened, so I will go to the beast.
With a heavy heart, the merchant went out and left his precious daughter at the beast's castle. Beauty was at first terrified on seeing the beast, but the beast was so gentle and kind to her that slowly Beauty lost her fear of him.
The beast is very ugly, in fact, quite frightening to look at. But he has treated me so well. He is indeed a noble soul.
So life went on. Beauty spent her days in the beautiful gardens of the palace, and the evenings she would sit in front of the fireplace doing embroidery. The beast sat near her, happy just observing her. However, one day things changed.
Beauty, I've been wanting to ask you something for a very long time. Will you be my bride?
Beauty was shocked. She had got used to the beast around her, but marriage? She could not even think of marrying such an ugly creature.
I do like you a lot, sir, but the thought of marriage has never entered my head.
It's all right. I'm not offended by your answer.
No more was said, and life continued as usual. However, the beast understood that Beauty was missing her family, and one day he gave her a magic mirror.
My dear, I know you are missing your father and sisters. Come, have a look in this mirror.
Beauty could not believe her eyes. There in the mirror she could see her father and sisters so clearly, though they were so far away.
Oh, sir, you are too kind. I don't know how to thank you.
One day, when Beauty went to the magic mirror, she was shocked to see her father ill and in bed. She ran up to the beast.
Sir, I just saw my father in the magic mirror. He is ill and remembering me. Can you please let me go and visit him?
The beast was very angry and stomped out of the room. However, when he saw how sad Beauty was, he went up to her.
All right, Beauty. I'll let you go to your father, but on one condition. You have to return to the castle in 1 week.
I promise I will come back. You have been so kind to me. I cannot even think of breaking my promise.
And so Beauty went to visit her sick father.
My child, oh, how I've missed you. I cannot forgive myself for the situation I have put you in.
No, father. You must not blame yourself and make yourself ill. The beast has been extremely kind to me. And even though I miss you and my dear sisters, I can see you every day through a magical mirror that the beast has given me.
With his precious daughter with him again, the merchant became well very soon. Beauty was so happy to be with her family again, and she completely forgot about the promise she had made to the beast. And one night, she had a horrible dream. She saw the beast calling out her name. He seemed to be in a lot of pain and was begging Beauty to return to him.
Oh, how could I have forgotten the promise I made to the beast? He has been so good to me, looked after me so well. I have been so happy with my own family that I completely forgot about him.
Beauty rushed to her father's room.
Father!
What's the matter, my child? What's happened? Are you not well?
I must leave immediately, father. I saw the beast in my dream. He was pleading with me to return and seemed to be in a lot of pain. I must hurry, father. If anything happens to the beast, I shall never be able to forgive myself.
Yes, dear, you must go back. But why don't you wait until morning?
No, father. I must not delay for a minute. The beast needs me, and I must go to him immediately.
So saying, Beauty quickly got ready and ran to her horse, and was soon on her way to the beast's castle. When she reached, she could not see the beast anywhere.
I hope I am not late. I couldn't bear it if anything happened to the beast. After being away from him, I now realize how good he was. Oh, where do I look for him?
Suddenly, Beauty heard a groaning sound from the garden.
Well,
She ran there, and among his beautiful rose bushes lay the beast. She then sat down near the beast, and tears started flowing down her cheeks.
I am so sorry that I broke my promise. I didn't mean to. I really didn't. Please, don't leave me. I want to marry you. I really do.
Suddenly, a miracle happened before Beauty's astonished eyes. As soon as she uttered the words, the beast began to transform into a handsome young man.
What is happening? Who are you?
Beauty, I am actually a prince. The prince of this castle. An evil witch had cast a spell on me. She changed me into this beast that you saw me as. Only if someone agreed to marry me the way that I was, would the spell be broken. I fell in love with you as soon as I saw you, and I now know that you are a lovely person also. I was afraid to let you go in case you did not come back. Beauty, will you marry me?
I feel I am in a dream. Is this really happening?
This is no dream, my darling. I am a prince. And now you are going to become my beloved princess. Come, let's go and tell your father. I am sure he was very sad that you had to stay here. But now when he knows the truth, he would no doubt be very happy for us.
Beauty and her prince led a long, happy, and loving life.
Rumpelstiltskin.
In a faraway land, there was a beautiful wood by which ran a stream, and close to the stream was a mill. The owner of the mill lived nearby with his beautiful and clever daughter.
Oh, daughter, I am so tired of leading a poor man's life. I wish we could also be rich and have every comfort in the world.
Just then, the king of the country came passing by on a hunting trip.
The king has come to our woods. I can't believe it. I have to try and meet him. Yes, this is a fine opportunity for me to impress the king.
The miller made his way to where the king was. Bowing before the king, the miller said,
Your Majesty, I am indeed honored to meet you. Won't you please come this way? I would like you to meet my beautiful and talented daughter.
Really? What special talent does your daughter have that I would want to meet her?
Oh yes, Your Majesty, my daughter can spin gold from straw.
Now the king was a very wealthy man, but he was also greedy, and the thought of making gold from straw obviously tempted him.
Really? This I have to see. Bring your daughter to the palace this evening.
The miller went home to tell his daughter that the king wanted them to present themselves to the palace that evening, and both of them soon left for the palace. Arriving at the palace, the miller and his daughter were quickly ushered in to meet the king. The king was pleased to meet the miller and his daughter and said,
Your daughter is indeed beautiful, and now we will see how she spins straw into gold.
So saying, the king led the daughter to a room in the palace where there was a spinning wheel and a large pile of straw.
Now set to work and show us your talent. All this straw must be spun into gold by morning, if you love your life.
The daughter tried to plead with the king that it was just an empty boast that her father had made, but all in vain, as the king did not listen and locked the room and went away.
Oh, woe my fate! What has my father done? How am I going to do this impossible task?
Just then, a funny-looking old man hobbled into the room.
Now, pretty lass, why do you weep so?
Oh, sir, I must spin all this straw into gold by morning, or the king will kill me. I just don't know what to do.
If I spin this straw into gold, what will you give me?
Can you really help me, sir? Oh, I will be so grateful. Let me see. Here, I will give you my necklace.
Okay, lassie. Now stop crying and go sit down and let me work.
The funny old man sat himself at the spinning wheel.
Whir, whir, spinning wheel, do as you are told. All the straw in this room spin into fine gold.
What an amazing sight it was! As the miller's daughter watched in surprise, the pile of straw was soon turned into gold. The old man got up and turned to leave.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you, sir. I don't know what I would have done without your help. Here is my necklace.
At daybreak, the king came into the room, and lo and behold, the sight that met his eyes made them glitter and shine.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Now I know you are truly talented.
However, the king's greed became even more, and he planned to have the miller's daughter spend even more gold the next day.
Tonight, my dear, you will again spin all the straw in the room to gold before sunrise. I am sure you can do it once more.
The miller's daughter again sat down in dismay, not knowing what to do, when the same old funny man appeared again.
Aha! So you have to spin more gold tonight, I see.
Oh, sir, please help me again.
And what will I get in return?
Sir, I only have this ring left. I will gladly give it to you if you help me.
All right. I shall help you again in return for the ring.
And so the old man sat down again at the spinning wheel.
Whir, whir, spinning wheel, do as you are told. All the straw in this room spin into fine gold.
Once again, all the straw turned into gold, and the old man picked up the ring and left. The next morning, when the king entered the room and saw the gold, he thought to himself,
She may be just a miller's daughter, but she is beautiful and can give me all the gold that I desire.
The king walked up to the miller's daughter, held her hands, and told her,
My dear, I am very impressed with your beauty and talent. Tonight you will be given even more straw to spin. And if you can turn it into gold again, you shall be my queen.
So once again, that night, the miller's daughter was locked in a room filled with straw. Soon the old man came visiting again.
Another room full of straw to spin. So what are you going to give me today to spin this into gold?
Oh, sir, I have nothing more to give you, but the king has said that if I spin all this straw into gold tonight, he will make me his queen. Then I can give you all that you desire.
The old man kept thinking for some time, and finally told the miller's daughter,
I have no desire for any wealth, but you must promise me that you will give me your firstborn child.
The miller's daughter looked at the old man in amazement, but she was so desperate and didn't know what else to do. So she made the promise to the old man. He again sat at the spinning wheel.
Whir, whir, spinning wheel, do as you are told. All the straw in this room spin into fine gold.
Next morning, the king entered the room, and his eyes shone when he saw all the gold.
My dear, as I said, I will now marry you and make you my queen. Let there be rejoicing in the kingdom to welcome the new queen.
The king and queen lived happily for many years and were blessed with a baby boy. However, by now, the queen had forgotten her promise to the funny old man who had helped her, until he came to visit her one day when she was playing with her precious child.
I hope you remember me and the promise you made to me, O Queen.
The queen was shocked and dismayed on seeing the old man, and could not even think of parting with her bundle of joy, and cried and begged before the old man.
Oh, sir, please do not be so cruel. Do not take away my baby from me. I will give you anything you want. Gold, precious stones, land.
I have no use for these things.
I beg you, sir, please take pity on me. My baby is so small.
The queen's tears finally moved the old man, and he said to her,
Oh, well, I give you 3 days, and if in these 3 days you guess my name, you can keep your baby.
The fear of losing her child kept the queen awake all night, and she wrote down all the strange names that she had ever heard of. The next day, the old man came and asked her his name.
Is your name Benjamin? Timothy? Jeremy?
The queen said all the names that she could think of, but the old man said that was not his name.
You have tried, but what my name is, a guess you could not make. You have 2 days more, then your baby I will take.
So saying, the old man went away.
I have to somehow guess what the old man's name is. I cannot even think of giving my baby away. Oh, what shall I do?
The next day, the queen dispatched messengers across the kingdom to find out all the possible strange names. However, when the old man came, though she repeated all the names the messengers had given her, she could not guess the old man's name. She was now extremely worried and desperate. She once again sent the messengers and told them to visit the most remote corners of the kingdom to find any strange names they could. The messengers came back with no new names, but one messenger told the queen that he wished to have a word with her.
Your Majesty, I could not find any new names, but I saw a strange sight today. As I was climbing down a hill, I entered a forest, and amongst the tall trees was a small cottage. There was a fire burning outside and a strange figure dancing around it and singing. Today I brew, tomorrow I bake, and after that, the child I'll take. Never can the queen guess that Rumpelstiltskin is my name.
The queen was overjoyed and rewarded the messenger with gold and precious jewels.
Now I'll see how he will take my baby, the funny old man.
The next day, all the courtiers gathered around the queen where she sat on her throne, and the nurse stood beside her with the baby in her arms when the old man arrived.
Oh, sir, I have been thinking and thinking of what your name could be. Is it Tom? Is it Jemmy?
The queen kept on saying names, and each time the old man kept shaking his head, his smile growing wider and wider.
I can't think of any more names. Wait a minute. Could your name be Rumpelstiltskin?
The old man was outraged on hearing this.
You could not have guessed my name. Some witch has told you. Some witch has told you.
So angry was he that he stamped his right foot with so much force that it sank into the floor. He forcefully pulled it out with both hands and made his way out amidst the jeering of all the courtiers. The queen was finally relieved and lived happily ever after with the king and her baby.